Solo leveling is back, and it's time for Jinwoo's return. And it's also time for me to pretend like I've never seen the Manhwa before. Oh, new fights, new villains, Demon Castle. Oh my god, who could have seen this coming? So much for this season's #1 anime. But is it worth your time? Is Jinwoo just the next Kirito and solo leveling fell off after the first season? Should you watch Solo Leveling Season 2? Alright, let's break down what happens this season. We kick things off with the Red Gate arc, in which Jinwoo is trapped in a dungeon with a bunch of toddlers. Unfortunately for him, the babies decide that he's the weakest link and kick him out. But this time, he's not solo. He has a team of rejects to lead. And of course, how fast do you think he cleared that dungeon? But don't forget about the random lore that got dropped on us in the middle of the episode with the elves. I'll talk about that later though, because it's time for Jinwoo's retest. Woo, baby, this is what we all been waiting for. Where we truly see if he's a C rank, B rank, A rank. He's an S rank. Did you expect any different? You see how much shadows he pulled out of thin air? If he wasn't an S rank, then there should have been a corruption scandal going on. But the real question is, why does a tiny country like South Korea have 10 S rank hunters? Must be something going on with that Korean air. Or maybe the man is attracted to J-pop. But with Jin's new rank, they ask if he can participate in the Jeju Island raid. He brushes them off and tells them, I ain't going. Straight up to the association president's face. He's trying to spend quality time with his family instead. And yeah, we can applaud him for being a family man. Is he? It's time for Jinwoo to come in and save the day while aura maxing everyone with bug spray. Only Jinwoo can do this, man. But that's it for the story. So let's talk about what matters. Was it any good? We can start with the easiest thing, the fights. Where every time Jinwoo engaged in a duel, fisticuffs, hand fights, a fade, I don't care what you call it, you were drawn into the visual spectacle that was taking place on your screen courtesy to A1. And shout out to them, the animation was almost SSS tier. That Biru fight was a 10 out of 10. Jinwoo is as OP as any character can ever be. And yes, that aura that Jinwoo has is fun to watch, unlike what X.com users are trying to tell you. Because he has leveled up past last season, and he is the solution to absolutely everything right now in his world. Now, is that a great thing or a really bad thing? Honestly, both. But that's just peak power fantasy writing that only solo leveling can get away with. I'm just glad that we got to see Best Girl Biru in peak form at the end. I'm sure everyone will fall in love with Biru next season, but we'll just have to wait. Solo Leveling Season 2 hits all the wish fulfillment needs you would want. He might be breezing past every opponent, but it's still great. Yeah. Okay. They didn't catch on. Thank God. Ah shit, man. Here we go again. Let's address Solo Leveling's crimes against humanity. Or at least what the people of Twitter and Mal think. Because this is a fair channel and I'm gonna address everything in a fair way. The first thing levied against Solo Leveling is that it's repetitive and the same. So the Raid Party arc, Demon Castle, and the Red Gate arc are all the same to you to something like Jeju Island? No. Are we watching the same anime? Unless you weren't paying attention at all, you would have noticed that it isn't repetitive, nor is it the same. Jinwoo is not the same person every single time he leaves a dungeon. He gains experience, he gets more soldiers, the story gets better because he had progression. He's not some god gamer that was gifted an ability and plateaued after the first episode, or else people would have dropped it ages ago. Even saying that he's a one-hit monster and that hurts the story is fundamentally dumb. People have dumb questions to answer that they can't wait for some reason. The system is trying to groom Jinwoo to make him as strong as possible. Why the fuck would the system try to bury him 6 foot deep if he's trying to make him the perfect specimen for something I won't name? Jinwoo dies, the system's aspirations are over, and solo leveling is done. Look, I'm not saying you can't criticize solo leveling. An example of a valid criticism I've heard is that there's no characters besides Jinwoo, the Shadows, and maybe Cha Hae-in that are fleshed in as their character roles. Because there's definitely a bigger spotlight this season than there was last season on Sung Jin-woo. He's hogging up most of the camera time, and the rest of the characters kinda suffer from that. And that's something no one can disagree with. Not even me, someone who tucks their solo leveling book to sleep every night. And I have my own personal gripes with this season. They didn't make Jeju Island in the anime seem as threatening as it was in the original light novel and manhwa. It felt like a side quest rather than a main story point. It missed the mark for me in the sense of danger and tension the original Jeju had, because if they failed, these ants were only gonna get stronger and that might have threatened humanity. But all in all, pros and cons, good or bad, now that we know everything about Solo Leveling Season 2, is it worth watching? Yes, 100% it's a must-see. But I might be a little biased as an OG Solo Leveling fan. It's on Crunchyroll right now, so go mooch off of your best friend's account if you have to, because I know you guys don't have Crunchyroll. But the seas are always open and I'm in no place to judge anyone. And y'all could drop y'all recommendations in the comments. I'll try to check him out, or if I already watched it, I'll just talk about it. And yeah, go right ahead. Peace. Peace. Another great video, you know. Whoa! Who the fuck are you?
I just came here to see if you pray today.
How did you even get into my room?
Shut up, dumbass. When the big Akatsuki priest is talking, you answer him. Did you pray today?
No, but more importantly, how are you changing my lights?
That shit ain't none of your war, little nigga. Catch this shit.
What is this?